Good morning, week number 39, and I do love that music. It's like so strong and motivating, I find.
I got COVID hair again because like I got little white spots everywhere. I'm due to go and do my hair color.
Oh,
How is everybody today? Hope you're doing just fine.
I'm just seeing if our guest
Hi,
has.
Sean.
Oh,
How's everybody doing today? Hoping you had a wonderful weekend. It was chilly yesterday.
no, it wasn't. We worked on the house all day yesterday. It was.
My God.
Well, yeah, we did have a little heater in there because it is pretty cold, and I do get freezing fingers and freezing feet, and then I'm not a happy camper. So it was chilly without that.
You are braver than I am. I actually did not go hike yesterday.
I saw that. I was wondering what you were planning on doing. But we did. I went out because it was Sheldon's birthday, and that's what he wanted for his gift. Kind of a silly gift, but he said he wanted to see a full 5 or 6 hours of progress because it gets dark really fast, right? 4:30, it's pitch black.
From the pictures you posted, you're making quite a bit of progress. So that's it's nice. It's really cool.
There.
If you're following Marlies on Facebook, or if you're not, you should go because she's building a house right now with her bare hands, and and it's pretty cool to see how it's progressing and how they're doing it. So yeah, just follow her on Facebook. You'll see everything that's happening.
Yeah, check out my Facebook timeline because on the banner, like on the top, you'll see exactly what it's going to look like. It's not a normal house. It's an English style thatch roof cottage that we're building. So very, very different. But anyway, check it out. It's a lot of fun. And we're doing it all ourselves. So
very cool.
Yeah.
And if you're following me, then you can follow my hikes. However, I didn't hike yesterday. So
and why was that, Julia? Did you turn into a wuss?
Yeah, pretty much. I actually stood outside for 5 seconds and I went right back in. Like it was the wind. It's the wind. Like I don't mind, -2. It's nothing, right? But with the windshield factor yesterday, it was somewhere like -10 or -14. I'm like, that's too cold. But anyways, like I was supposed to go with my older son, and he was kind of bummed out. He was like, "Mom," he says, "Mom, by the way, snow pants and a big jacket work very well. So for next time." So, anyways, I'm just wondering, like, what the heck are we gonna do in the winter? I was thinking of doing snowshoes, but I'm not sure the kids are gonna be really enthused about that. We'll see.
Oh, that'll be fun. But yeah, if you are dressed properly, you'll be fine. Because I had my skidoo jacket on. I mean, we used to skidoo in that, and I was fine. But with us putting that tarp all over the thing too, it cut out a lot of wind. So we will be all right.
I had an awesome ski outfit. Like it was a onesie, a one-piece ski outfit that was just perfect for this kind of stuff. However, the damn pandemic, I don't fit in it anymore.
Oh, no. I'm just going to check on our guest because she's not seeing the link to come in, Julia.
Oh, okay.
Just 1 second. I've turned my head on my other computer, sorry,
so
that I can figure it out here.
So what have you done this weekend, people? You can comment in the comment section of the Facebook page or YouTube, and you can also join us on StreamYard. Good morning, Gail. How are you today? You can, join us on the StreamYard if you want to come on video and talk to us. I want to talk about our little elf gift exchange that we just started last week. So this is a little concept. We can't take credit for it. We can't. We can't take credit for it. So my lease was elfed last week.
Yeah.
And so that gave us the idea of starting this thing. Oh, Christine is here. I'll bring her in a minute.
Good.
So yeah, actually, I'll bring her in and I'll talk about the elf later.
Yeah. Yeah. Because she's on limited time today.
Yes. So here is Christine. How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
Good morning.
How are you doing,
it.
Julia, Mylise?
We're good. We're good.
Good.
Yeah, we're just talking about the cold and how Mylise was building her house yesterday in this cold, and I just totally didn't go on my hike.
Yeah, because she was too cold. We were out there for 6 hours, but it was not bad because we've tarped the whole place in, Christine, and we had little propane heaters. So when my fingers got really cold and my feet got cold, I warmed them up. But we got a lot done. It was Sheldon's birthday, and that's what he wanted for his birthday, to see good progress on the house. So we did it.
Fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
good for you. Wow. Talk about motivation.
Yes,
Well,
it is. So
motivated. Did you take like a hot bath or something afterward to get the chill out, or?
No, it wasn't too bad. We came home, bumped the heat up, and all was good. Yeah,
I don't know how she does it, because I spent the day in my house and I was chilly all day, and I had to have a good hot bath at night because to warm myself up.
In my younger days, about 15, 20 years ago, we used to skidoo, and we'd be out there in like minus 45, but you had all the gear on, you had the electric visors so you didn't freeze, and you were warm. I don't know if I could do that anymore, though. I think I get cold faster.
Yeah, we do as we get older. It certainly helps to have the gear.
Yes.
All the fur-lined bootlaces and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I don't fit in my gear anymore. That's what I was just telling Mylise. I got to buy new gear. This damn pandemic.
What happened? You washed your stuff and it shrunk, or something like that?
I learned that leaving it on a hanger for a whole year, it shrinks automatically. So motivation. Let's talk about motivation. So Mylise has a lot of motivation, but it's hard in this pandemic to keep motivated. So
absolutely.
Do you have tips on how to stay motivated?
Yeah, but I don't know if you're going to want to hear them, Julia.
Go for
it. The first one is to get your body moving and to get some exercise. We need to. You don't have to go outside to do that. You don't even have to have expensive workout equipment at home. If you have a set of stairs, that's one of the best ways to get cardio. And just make sure you have a good pair of running shoes, and which is really all. At the end of the day, it's really all you really need to get good cardio. And especially if you have access to the outdoors. But if you're saying no, right now that it's not working, you can still use those running shoes, and just make sure you do a little warm up beforehand too. I know that over the past 25 years or so, there's been some discussion in the fitness community about stretching before versus stretching after. And I always say do both, especially your ankle circles. So, and especially if you do go outside to work out this time of year, because your muscles will get cold usually before you warm up. So make sure you do your little circles with, keep the rest of your legs straight and just move your feet around like that, your ankles, to make sure that you don't get any injuries around the ankles and your Achilles tendon is good and, stretched a bit. That's before. I have my students in my psychology of health and happiness class, we get into a back and forth about this. And I'd say, look, you guys, I've been working out longer than you've been alive. Okay. I'm really pleased to hear. And of course, there are advances in fitness medicine and exercise and fitness, of course, over the years, but it's still cold muscles are cold muscles. And you don't want to work out on cold muscles. If you're interested in stretching and getting your maximum stretch, definitely after your workout, your muscles will be nice and warm. But exercise is the number one way that we have of keeping ourselves fit physically as well as mentally. Okay, so this is attached to this, meaning that sometimes if our thoughts start to get sluggish, then, you know, we go to the bad place or the dark place or the, ooh, you know, it's Christmas time, like, I don't want to do it this year, the way a lot of us are going. Sometimes in order to fix our thinking up here, we need to do something different down here. And this has an impact on this. And this is what I've always been telling my students for a very long time, and my clients in counseling as well, is that sometimes we need to act our way into right thinking. You know, we live in a culture that's very much focused on, I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. So everything's from here now, right? You know, so a lot of it has to do with, you know, what's going on in our heads, and cognitive behavioral therapy says that if we can change our thinking, we can change our behavior. That's certainly true. But sometimes it can be like a more radical change and a really positive boost to do something with our body first. And that's going to have an impact on our thoughts.
It's all attached, right?
It is.
So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I know, you know, sometimes if you're in this bad place and you're kind of demotivated and you're not feeling like doing anything, it's really hard to take that first step and you know, just get out of the bed and get on the stationary bike or start going up and down the stairs. But, you know, just, you don't have to set goals that are overly challenging. Just say, okay, I'll do it for like 3 minutes. And then it just comes naturally because you're there for 3 minutes and then you feel energized. So you might continue for a little longer.
Keep moving. That's it. So, okay, I'm going to go throw in a little laundry.
Yeah.
And I come back up the stairs and now I'm moving a little. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to just sit down here and I'm going to do my little ankle circles, or I'm going to start off with a, you know, stretch up and, you know, just do, you know, get up out of the chair and start stretching.
And here I am preaching to the choir, and I should have gone to my hike yesterday. I should have taken that first step.
Well, the thing is, once you're walking and going, you'll be fine.
You're warm up. Yeah, it keeps you warm.
Yeah, and like I said, if outside really doesn't do it for you, like you can't get motivated to put on all that bulky clothing and stuff. Okay, so, you know, what can you do right now with what you have right here and now? Right. So, like I said, if you've got a set of stairs, or your friend has a set of stairs that you can use, going up and down stairs is really good for your heart, and it's good cardio. You know, and you don't have to run up and down stairs, although by all means do so. While you're there, to just walk. Up and down a few times.
Yeah, we both have stairs, so that is good. Right now, I have to tell you, though, my 3 cats seem to be doing the cardio up and down the stairs to the point that one of them is going to come rolling from the top because they like race up and down those stairs. I don't know what's going on with them, but I'm going to have to do what they do.
Yeah, well, see, they, you know, animals are actually, they have an inherent wisdom that sometimes we can learn from.
Oh, I think so.
You know, then when they get tired of sitting around or bored with like lying around, they go, okay, time for some action. You know, zoom.
Yeah, like I say, one of them's going to come like a little ball down there because they're like race up and down following each other. I have 3 of them and it's really comical. We don't even watch TV, Christine, because it's so much more fun watching the cats. They're so funny.
Cat videos.
Yeah, well, we don't even watch cat videos. We watch the cats. They're just hilarious.
What's happening right in front of you.
Yeah.
Live right there. Absolutely. And, you know, we can, if our thoughts are starting to get heavy, we can also do something fun, act a little silly. Maybe we want to chase the cats up and down the stairs.
That you would need on video.
Just for a laugh. Put on your goofy elf hat when you go do the groceries.
There we go. Speaking of, there we go. All right.
Yeah, we kind of did that last week. We were kind of being silly.
All right.
Yeah, we were trying to be a little more creative and a little more festive last week.
It doesn't fit my head though. It's made for a little elf. Yeah.
Well, and if one has little elves around the house, that's really lucky too, because
Mhm.
you know, kids are naturals for kind of keeping their own energy up. You know, it's
Yeah.
pretty rare that we see clinical depression in young children. It's almost non-existent. And there's a reason for that. They're still growing, they're still moving, their bodies are moving. And we have about 6 decades of reliable research that shows that exercise is the cure for depression.
Well, it definitely is, and especially if you're going for a walk outside, because that's what I like to do. Like if you're having a bad day or something, and you're tired, just to walk around the block helps me.
Try to get 15, even if it's only 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Take off your eyewear or leave the sunglasses at home. And I mean, unless you really have to wear them like you're a surgeon or something, and you can never expose your eyes. But if you're outside, let that sunlight, that natural vitamin D come in through your retina, and that has also a positive impact on your mood. Now, of course, there is a small segment of the population for whom, even these measures is not enough, and they have something called seasonal affective disorder, and which is a very profound and extreme reaction to the shortening of daylight hours. So basically, and they need special interventions. So you can get a lamp, a special lamp to take in extra light. For yourself, but that's really a very small segment of the population. People say, "Oh yeah, I have seen it," but we all sort of go into like kind of a natural slump this time of year. It's almost like, those of us who have ancestry in the northern hemisphere, like it's our hibernation thing, right? Our bodies go into sort of like after like this super busyness of the harvest season, where we were, our ancestors evolved over thousands of generations to get that food in, get the harvest in. We have to process that food. We have to can it and boil it. And, there's a huge amount of labor involved in processing the harvest, because we knew we had to do it. We had to conserve that food or we were going to starve in the wintertime. Right. So there's a long-standing sort of, anthropological, historical, psychological, precursor to us going into a little bit of snoozy time.
It's almost like it's in our DNA.
It's like hibernating.
Yeah.
We want it. Our body goes like, okay, and we conserve heat that way. We don't eat it. We conserve food, and that's our ancestry, right?
Yep.
Like we've only, as human beings, we've only lived in industrial society for the last 300 years, right? Yep. So that's maybe 10, 15 generations. Before that, we have, hundreds of generations going back. And that's still in our neurology. It's still in our biology. And it has an impact on our behavior.
Yes, ma'am. So going back to vitamin D, just for my husband, because he always argues with me on this. So a day like today where it's cloudy, if you go out and you walk, you're still getting your vitamin D, right? Am I wrong?
You're not getting as much as you would if it was sunny out, but you're still getting sun. There's sun coming through there. There's vitamin D, and you have, look at, consider like lumens of light. A lumen is a measure of how much actual light is in a given place at a given time. And natural light has hundreds of times more lumens in it. So you can be standing in a room, go, okay, there's enough light in here. And then you go into a room that you illuminate artificially, you flick on a switch, and you might think, oh yeah, there's pretty much the same amount of light or something. Not true. That's why a lot of people, your plants kind of like get a little bit, in the wintertime, because they're not getting as much natural light. And if you put them outside, then they really go like, in the summer, they really go, ooh, I'm on vacation, and they really go nuts, because there's actually a lot more light available outside. Even if you're standing in front of a window, the window's still filtering some of that light. So as soon as you step outside into, the
natural
great outdoors, there's big benefit.
Yeah. See, John, you can watch this and know and learn.
Sorry, John.
No, that is funny, because he always tells me there's clouds. You're not gonna get any vitamin D, and I'm like, no, I get vitamin D even when it's cloudy. It goes through.
Natural light too, which also has an impact on your psychological state, definitely.
Absolutely.
It's a boost. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
first step to motivating yourself is exercise. People just jump on whatever.
Yeah, and I realize that
Stairs.
not everybody is as physically able to exercise in the same number of ways in other people. I know, especially for many people who are mobility,
Mhm.
have mobility challenges, and who swim regularly. The closure of public pools has really had
Oh yeah.
negative impact. But I know that there are various programs. For example, Holy Trinity Church has a chair movement class that's still going on. People wear masks and things like that. So there are still places in the community to get exercise if you need alternative forms. But it's harder. You have to dig.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So chair movement would be like you sit on a chair and then you just do exercises
Yeah.
while sitting.
Yeah, you have limited mobility, but you have a chair exercise, somebody who's trained to do, show you different exercises to do while you're sitting that nevertheless still work out the different muscle groups in your body.
Interesting. That's
Mhm.
awesome. Yep. So when there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah,
There
definitely.
is. Yes.
So
The trick is not to let your will fall
yeah.
fall so low to the point where you can't find the way, right? It's
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any other tips to stay motivated?
To stay motivated during the winter at this time of year.
Mhm.
Yes. Besides exercise, there's also your hobbies. So don't forget
Mhm.
about those. And it's really important to keep your interests alive. If you are a crafty person,
Mhm.
if you are a musical person, and music is wonderful because it's a very right-brained activity. And so a lot of the time, if we are thinking and our thoughts are getting like muddy and down and unmotivated, that's a left brain thing, right? Our left brain is the more
Mhm.
vocal side, but music is the right side.
Oh shoot.
So if you can, that happens with the other
Sorry.
day.
I'm just gonna. I turned it on mute. It's kind of weird that it's not
What a
doing
ring.
it.
Sounds
I
like
know.
the 1980s phone.
I know. That's why I wanted that ring because it's an old-fashioned ring. But I turned it on mute, and it's obviously didn't
It's
work.
been mute.
No.
All
Sorry.
right. Sorry about that.
No problem. Update your playlist.
Yeah.
Listen to
Yeah.
something.
I find
Oh my god. Just a second, guys. I'm
Turn
gonna
it
put
off.
it in the other room.
So I find that so I've started listening to Christmas music at this time of the year. I started like quite a few weeks back, and that just I mean it changes my whole day. Like it changes my whole
You can still hear it,
mood
but it's in the kitchen.
because like I just put that on and it automatically puts me in a cheery mood, and so and I'm singing along, and yeah, I just love this Christmas music stuff.
Yeah, and that's the child inside that loves that.
Yeah.
That music that we like I said, kids are almost never depressed. They're just like, they keep going. They move a lot. They dance.
Yeah.
That's a big one I recommend.
Yeah.
If you can't, you're not into the stairs or the machines or whatever or not, throw on the
Dancing.
tunes and
Yeah, dance around.
wow, when I do that, I look like a bobblehead, eh?
It's funny you're saying kids move all the time. Like I'm looking back at my kids, and I mean, even when they're quiet, they're moving. Like, even like my kid's in front of the computer doing his school, and he's always kind of like, moving along, and he's doing stuff, and yeah, they're always moving.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. I was actually talking to Rowan too. My little grandsons are in Calgary, and he's on the computer talking to me, playing a game or doing whatever he's doing, and he's moving all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's true when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which brings us to a whole different thing about ADHD and kids moving, and how it's normal to move, but anyway. I want to say, are we diagnosing kids too much with ADHD, but that's a whole other discussion. So.
Yeah, I mean, ADHD actually sometimes it involves excessive movement, but sometimes it's not really about that. Sometimes it's about more inability to focus and concentrate.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Actually have to do with not enough movement. Interestingly enough.
Oh,
So yeah, I don't. I noticed that the time is. I have to go in a few minutes, so I can't launch into a discussion of ADHD.
Yeah.
But yeah.
oh.
Yeah, we'll discuss that on another week.
Mhm.
I will say that anybody who lives with someone with ADHD, has it themselves, or has a child with ADHD, needs to practice radical self-care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You need to take care of yourself if you're a caregiver, and that's especially true all the time. Right?
Yeah, with any sort of illness, right? Anything that has to do with mental illness, if you're living, or any illness, really. If you're taking care of somebody, you need to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Because
many people get lost in always caring for that other person, and it's always about them. And we can forget that we need,
well, then you become ill yourself, and then you're not
Exactly.
no use to anybody. So
Yeah.
all right. Well, Christine, we'll let you go. I know you have somewhere to be, so we'll let you go for this week, but we're looking
so
forward.
glad that I was able to be here this morning with you both.
It's always great.
Wonderful.
All right. Have a great day.
You
We'll
too.
see you in
Great
a month.
We'll see you in a month.
We'll see, and have a good Christmas, Christine, because we may not
Oh,
talk to you before
Enjoy,
Christmas.
yes, whatever your holiday celebration is, Christmas,
Yeah.
Hanukkah, whatever it is, enjoy.
Yeah.
Keep it close in your heart and your spirit.
All
Exactly.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that's always encouraging.
She's always so motivating.
Yes. It's always it's always uplifting to talk to Christine.
Yeah, it is. And whenever you pick up the Seeker, her column is in there too. So check it out. She's got lots of great ideas.
Absolutely. So,
I do have to tell you what that phone call was, though, and
Oh.
that's why well, it's because there's so many people making purchases at the 6 stores. I'll just kind of go through that quickly too. Every year with the Seeker, Julie and I, 6 stores come in on a special page, and people, when they shop at the stores, they get to fill out a ballot for a draw to win X amount of dollars. So this year, the prize is $200. It's going to be drawn on the 21st of December. And we made it COVID friendly this year. So the 6 stores involved are Harvest, Mrs. B's, Happy Popcorn Company, Gordon Jewelers, Fantasy Realm, and Terry Lynn Boutique. So if you have a service or you shop at any of those stores, they're going to give you a little sheet of paper with instructions. Because this year, instead of filling a ballot out at the store, you're going to go home, you're going to register your purchase on your computer. And if you don't have a computer, you're going to call the number there. I am usually the one that answers it. So I'll take your information and register you for the draw. That's one of the calls. It's all day long.
Yeah.
And it's actually, it's wonderful. So we've got so many people sending in their ballots through the computer, so many calling. And it's really nice to talk to people too, because we're getting a lot of good compliments on the look of the Seeker. I'll tell you.
Good. That's good. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, people have been really, really active. Like these things are coming in, like the ballots are coming in non-stop. It's really good. If you want to call, you can absolutely press on 1 to talk to my Lise. She loves to chat. And if not, you can also press 4 and just leave your information, and we'll enter your name in the draw. And the draw is taking place on the 17th, is it?
No, the 21st.
Oh, the 21st.
Monday, the 21st. It was supposed to be before that, but we decided the 21st, and we're doing it on our Monday morning motivation show.
There you go.
So it's live.
So Monday, December 21st, be on and watch as we draw. We'll be doing a so each store will have 5 names drawn out of the hundreds and maybe even thousands of ballots that are going in. And then from those 5 names from each places, we'll put on a big wheel. I don't know if you guys have seen our big wheel draws before, but we'll put it on our big wheel, and then we'll do a process of elimination. So it's always a lot of excitement.
It's a lot of excitement because there's a robot's voice that says the names, and our excitement is to see how she
they're going to pronounce
pronounces some of the names. Yeah,
It's really
good.
funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So that will be fun. I have a couple of things that I want to discuss. So,
Okay.
So before Christine came on, I was talking about our
Christmas elves.
yes. So I'm going to go back to how it came about. So my lease got elves by somebody. We don't know who it is. It's an elf, right?
Yeah.
And so that gave us this idea that maybe the seeker should try and do something like this, like a gift exchange, a local gift exchange, but tie it with the shop local theme.
Yeah.
So basically, if you ask to join, you can go on the group page and ask to join this this group. Right now, we're at 9 members. We're going to wait a little longer before we start giving out names to each other, so so we have a bigger pool. But basically, you will be asked your name, your address, where to deliver the gift, and also what store you would like, what local store you would like your gift to be purchased at. So this is
and there's a list of local stores that you
there's
can
a
choose
list,
from.
yes. There's a list of local stores, but I mean, you can also give another one if you prefer. That's fine. But anyways, this works in 2 ways. It spreads cheers in 2 ways. It's awesome because you're gifting a gift to somebody who doesn't know who you are, and it's kind of like you'll brighten their days with a little present that's worth maybe $10 to $20. We've put a range of $10 to $20 to buy. And then you're helping a store, a local store, by buying something locally. And Lord knows they need help this year more than ever with COVID. So this is like a double whammy kind of thing where it's, you're going to feel good about giving a gift and going to feel good because you're helping your local community as well.
Perfect.
So you can go to the group, search for the Seeker Elves Shop Local Gift Exchange, and just request access, and then you'll be added. Then the next thing I want to talk about is our here it is.
This is I know now. Yep, our paint night that's coming up.
So on December 16th from 7 to 8:39ish, I guess, we're going to be hosting a online paint night, which is going to double as a fundraiser for the toy drive. So again, we don't make money out of on these things. What we do is we pay the artists to come and teach us how to do this on Zoom, and then we also will give out the rest of the money to the Optimist Club of Cornwall for the toy drive. The paint night this is the center we're going to be painting. Basically, you will need, so the cost to join is $20.99. You just go on and request access. I can't show you the button because I'm logged in as the admin, so I don't see it. But right here where the blue buttons are, you'll see something that says request access. So you can just go ahead and request access to the event. And there's a list of things you're going to need to buy. A canvas and a few colors, but basically she was saying you can get away with a red, a white, and a black.
And a black, yeah.
So it's very little, so it's going to cost you less than $10 for the material. You can buy more acrylics if you want to, just to make it more interesting, because the background, you'll have to paint the background as well. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It's different. It's over Zoom. Grab a glass of wine. We're going to have laughs. We're going to have fun. And Like I love those paint nights. We did one a
Hmm.
few years back, and we drew a Santa, no, a
Uh,
snowman,
a snowman.
and it's so much fun. You can put your twist on the painting, and it's really it's
Yeah,
a nice
I was
little.
just gonna say you can add whatever you want to it too to make it a little different. So
Yeah, yeah. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's on the 16th. So just go and look for online paint night with the Secret Chicks and request your access today.
yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. And just a quick
I'm
shout
looking
out
forward
to
to it.
yeah, I
Yeah,
like well,
I got a
I
thing
know
in my hair
you
there.
got
I don't
a
know what that
white
is.
something. I
I
don't
know.
know.
There we go. No.
No, it's still there. It's stuck in there.
Okay.
It's out. Yeah, because I had wanted to get a big Santa, so this is going to be a great idea because the Cayuan Gallery on Pitt has their Holly Jolly Christmas show on right now, and I thought oh, they're going to have Santas and stuff like that. So I went down, but they didn't have anything. So this way, this is going to be great because I get to paint
You're
my
gonna
own
make your own.
Santa. But
Yeah.
yeah, they have a lot of nice stuff in the gallery right now. It's open till the 19th. It's open on Fridays and Saturdays. So you can go do some Christmas shopping. There's a lot of smaller items that you can buy paintings, jewelry, ceramics. There's all kinds of stuff in there, but it's such a beautiful place. Like it's like stepping into another world. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and again, if you've had a day where, you know, a rough day or something, just go down there and it's very safe. You put your mask on, go in, and lots of space so you feel super safe in there.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful. And it is like say until the 19th of December, the Holly Jolly Christmas show at Cayuan Gallery.
That's cool.
There's my plug.
So,
And I have
go ahead.
one more plug.
Oh yes, I
Your
bought mine.
chance, did you get one? Your chance to win
Yep.
$10,000. I guess they're going really fast because stores are running out. But you've got on the 18th of December, at 1 o'clock, they're drawing this at the Agape Center. Your chance to win $10,000. And this is a fundraiser for the Agape Center because they didn't get to do their normal dances and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets are $20. There was only 3,000 available,
Mm-hmm.
and the proceeds go to the Agape Center to help them end hunger. So you can still get your ticket at the Agape Thrift Store and the Credit Union on 2nd, I believe. Where did you get yours from?
I got it online. I cheated. I got it from Maurice Dupel. I just emailed. I texted him and I asked how to get it, and he said, "Well, you know what? Just if you e-transfer me, I'll just send you a picture of your ticket." So that's how we did it. I didn't have to go nowhere.
Yeah, because I know I was going to say because you don't like to go anywhere too much. So
so
I was
he
going to.
accommodated me. That was really good. That was really nice. I'm happy he did. Yeah. So I want to talk about two things. So I went this morning I went to the McConnell clinic there because I needed to have a Holter monitor for a few days because they're checking my somebody said they got theirs from Floral Expressions.
Oh, well, good. So there are different places.
Yes, they are. Okay, so Holter monitor. So I went to have my Holter monitor put in for a few days, and I'm there, and I'm just I'm thinking, you know, because I've had one like way back when, and I'm thinking this big bulky thing is going to be on me for a few days, and I'm just going to have problems moving and sleeping and anyways, this thing is super tiny. I'm going to try not to show too much, but this is it. Like it's super small. It's about 3.5 by 2 maybe. It's a tiny little thing, so they're not bulky anymore. Like they're super small. So
we all know what she had it put on for. It's
what?
a heart monitor to see if she actually has a heart, right? Sorry, it had to be said.
Are you calling me the Grinch?
Had to be said.
I guess it's testing to see if I have a heart, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so I got this thing for 3 days and then I have to take it off and we'll see where it goes. But I've been having kind of like heart palpitations, and my heart skips a beat here and there, and kind of like,
Well, that's kind of when you see John, isn't it?
that skips a beat.
Yeah.
We're way past that.
Yeah. After 10 years plus, right?
No, it's more than 10 years for us. It's been 16. So
Well, that's what I mean, 10 years plus. I couldn't
Mhm.
remember exactly what
Mhm.
it was, so I put the plus there.
No, he does make my heart skip once in a while still.
That's good.
Anyways, anyways, while I was there, I went to this place. I had been seeing a lot about it, but I had actually not been there since they changed.
Oh, yes.
So, have you seen it, Miley's?
No, I haven't been in there in a long time, but I've heard a lot of good things.
So the last time I was there, it was like a little restaurant, like,
Mhm. Yep.
just you could have a sandwich or something, and it was
Yep.
like really, man, they made this thing so awesome. It is such a cute little place. It looks like a little country store.
Oh.
It looks like a fairy tale thing. Like, no wonder it's called Once Upon a Coffee Shop, because it really looks straight out of a storybook. It is so cute. And they have all sorts of things, like a lot of goodies, like homemade stuff, baked
Mhm.
goods. And they have keto stuff for those who are on keto. So they have meals, prepared meals that are keto friendly, and
Wow.
so yeah, I'm like, it's my discovery of the day. It was really really nice to see. I had no idea, and they have all sorts of gifts too. Like, not
Hmm.
only like, it's really cute, really really cute.
You
It's
didn't
worth.
snap a picture, eh?
I did not, but I mean, it's worth going. Anybody who
Yeah.
um yeah, anybody who's looking for baked goods and keto stuff, it's definitely worth going and scoping it out. It's really a cool little place.
It's still in the same location though, beside the
Uh-huh.
door, the front
Yeah,
door, across
yeah,
from the pharmacy, right?
yeah, absolutely. And
Wow.
I'm not sure if I'm right about this, but I think that if you're just picking up food, you can just go and park right in front and go get your stuff and then go away. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure if it's the right, if you can do that or not, because this is a paid parking, right?
Yeah.
So anyways. Yeah, just thought I'd share that with you because it was really a cute little discovery for me. I was impressed. I had no idea. Like, I've seen their stuff on Facebook all the time.
Mhm.
I knew they had like homemade stuff, but well, let me just whoops go
Well,
back and
that's
show
why I
you.
like to do my out and about, because there's so many little gems in Cornwall that people don't know about.
Yep.
So
So,
it's
like, it's more than just baked goods and stuff. They have like all sorts of things. Like,
oh, nice.
they have mugs. They have all sorts of spices and soup mixes, and
Oh, wow, they really changed.
they
Yeah,
did. Like,
because before it was kind of a
you got me.
coffee and a muffin.
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing like
Wow,
that.
nice.
There's
Oh,
no place to sit really. It's just you pick up. They have masks. They have all sorts of things.
oh my God! I see sunflower masks.
Oh,
You
yes,
see
look at
that?
that.
Oh my
Yes,
God!
that is beautiful. Oh, wow.
Oh my
Anyway, so
goodness! Yeah, that's not just a restaurant. That's a little shopping store
it's
for
it's
Christmas,
absolutely
and
it's
it's probably all local products too. So
yeah, it is.
jeez,
It's just gorgeous. It's really
nice.
really worth going. I'm gonna be back for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I bought two prepared meals because it's funny because it's kind of a fluke. I usually do the chef's plate boxes,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I have like 3 meals a week that I don't have to worry about. It's already like, I know what I'm going to be eating.
Mm-hmm.
I have the recipe, I make it. I don't have to, think like, what am
Yeah.
I going to eat today? Because that's, to me, that's a constant thing, right? It's like, if I don't do this thing, it's like, what the heck am I gonna eat this week? Like, what am I
Mm-hmm.
gonna make for dinner? That's the ever lasting question.
Well, no, that's because the kids will start asking that. So
Yeah.
it's always going to be asked at your house.
Oh, absolutely. But anyway, so I forgot to order my box last week.
Oh my
So I
goodness.
got like I'm like, okay, what am I gonna eat this week, right? And so while I was there, I'm like, okay, well, I'll try some of their prepared meals, and it really isn't much more expensive than what I would pay with Chef's Plate, because Chef's Plate will cost me somewhere around, I want to say, $40 per meal,
Okay.
like between $30 and $40 per meal.
Hmm.
So this is about $10 a plate as well, and really the plates are quite big. So I bought two. I'm going to try their moussaka. I bought some
Ooh.
moussaka. So we're going to try that tonight and see how it goes. But maybe that's what I do from now on, instead of there's a few places in town that are now offering like prepared meals.
Yeah, Joe's
So,
Quality Meats on the corner of
oh, they do
Forest.
prepared.
They do prepared meals. Yeah,
Oh, they do.
the father is in charge of all the prepared meals, and then Joey is the butcher, and his sister works there too, and the mother's on the cash. So it's a completely family-owned business, and yes, there's a whole section, and the father makes prepared meals. So
Oh, wow, that's cool.
yeah, so check that out as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we should compile a little list of where in town you can get those things. It would be kind of interesting to know.
Well, I know Marrow and Spice, they have meals as well still, because
Mhm.
I stopped in there this week too. So they've got lots of local products in there as well. So there's a lot of little gems in Cornwall.
Yes, there are. Speaking of gems, so last weekend was the second Optimist Club of Cornwall and La Cantina El,
Yes.
I can't remember the name now. El Alteño. Who did their Mexican dinner for the
Mm-hmm.
second time. And so they had the tacos and the rice and the beans, and so the plates were $15, and it was a helping the Optimist Club as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was just lovely. I just had more tacos, and I love having this kind of authentic Mexican food around, like, because we miss Tampicos a lot, and who's also started doing catering, I think, or meals once in a while. I think they do every Saturday or something. But yeah, there's
Hmm.
a lot. Like, people have pivoted, they've adapted, they've changed their models, and a lot more people are doing that kind of stuff because it helps.
It does. It helps the restaurant. It helps the individuals too, just like yourself. You don't have to worry about cooking.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big cook either here. So luckily I have Sheldon. He usually whips something together for me. So but yeah, I picked up prepared meals before too. It's awesome.
Yeah,
So much easier.
yeah, it is. So you've had pizza and poutine yesterday, I think, huh?
Oh yes, it was his birthday and that's what he wanted.
Where'd
And
you order from?
from North End. He always
Okay.
noticed from North End and he loves that. And then I noticed this morning my sister-in-law Joanne from Florida commented on it because she misses that so much because she's obviously not able to have North End pizza and poutine. So she goes, "Oh my God, that's the life."
Yeah, pizza and poutine. You can't get much more Cornwall than that, eh?
Exactly. I mean, that pizza's good. You wouldn't want to eat it all the time, and the poutine is good too. But once in a while, it's a really nice treat.
It is. It is.
Hmm.
So, speaking of Cornwall and Canadian, so this year I'm doing something special for my family in Texas. Um,
Oh.
so I wanted to make a gift that would be different than all the other years, and so I'm sure they're not watching this, so I can't talk. um, so I'm making them Canadian boxes. So
Okay.
so basically there's a lot of treats and candies here in Canada that you cannot get anywhere else. Like, you cannot get that in the States. And
Oh.
so I'm gonna do for each family a little care package with different things that you can't find in the States that I want them to try. Like, for example, ketchup chips. You can't find that in the States.
Hmm.
So I'm going to send them all a bag of ketchup chips so they can try it and, see what they think about it. And then there's a gazillion chocolate bars and cakes like Joe Louis. You can't find Joe Louis in the States.
Oh.
So I'm going to send them a box of that. And I made personalized little cups too for coffee that they can. So I'll send them a Tim Hortons coffee pods. And yeah, so it's like caramel. You can't get caramel.
Oh,
Arrows,
really?
can't get that. Crunchies, coffee crisps. Those are all candies that are unique to Canada. Smarties. So they
Oh.
have no idea. So I'm going to send them all that. It'll be kind of fun. Yes, thank you, Natasha. Yes, it's I think it's a nice idea. Maple
Yeah.
syrup, of course, and I wanted to send smoked salmon, but I can't find anything that doesn't need to be refrigerated. So,
Well,
uh,
what about curds? They don't have curds there either.
yeah, but I can't send curds. That's not really.
No, but I'm just saying they can't have them because I know when Joanne and Mike, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law came up, they would just
Yeah.
love those things because they can't get them there. And even in Calgary, there's no curds.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
different little things like that I'm just gonna be sending
yeah.
to
Well, we
them.
were talking yesterday about chocolates that are no longer around, and Sheldon came up with nachos. Do you remember nachos? Apparently, they were big balls of nuts and chocolate, and he says that he doesn't think you can get them anymore, and he loves the Queen and cherries.
Oh, can't we have those?
Only around
Those
Christmas. They only
Oh,
come out
really?
around Christmas. But the
Yeah.
nachos, I don't think we can get anymore.
I never even heard of that. But cherry blossoms, like I mean, I haven't seen them in stores. Like I bought some on Amazon a while back and I shared that with my kids because my dad used to buy the cherry blossoms and the coffee crisps and he had a drawer in his filing cabinet in his office that he would keep all the candy in.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever he told me, "Okay, go grab a candy," oh my god, that was like the time of my life. Like I I would go and grab a chocolate bar. It was like happening once in a blue moon, and the cherry blossom was like his very favorite, and it was so good. So I bought one and I shared that with my kids recently. But I haven't seen them in stores.
Well, I was just going to suggest Happy Popcorn Co.
They have a lot of.
Oh my God. I went in there the other day. They have so much stuff, so many retro candies and stuff. So definitely check them out. And they've got a lot of stocking stuffers. So you've got lots of choice.
My favorite is and I went last week because I wanted to do a little something for my customers for VersaCore. So I got a mug and then I wanted to put the popcorn like we do with the Seeker sometimes,
Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm.
So I bought the orange popcorn to match with the orange theme of my
Yeah.
VersaCore thing. So I was in there and oh my God, like do they ever have it? So I bought a piece by chocolate bar. Like I just love that.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good. I bet you Sheldon would love it because it's got some nuts in there too.
Yeah, he does. I bought him some.
Yeah, yeah, it's really, really good.
I bought this box. This really it's for a wine bottle, but it's a really nice cardboard box, and that sits beside his chair. And I kind of keep that stocked with different candies that he
Aw.
likes. Yeah, so when he comes in from a hard day of building the house, he gets to choose something from the little candy box.
Gotta reward those men.
Yeah, I got to make sure he's got something in there. Right
Yeah.
now, I'm not even sure. I'll have to go check.
Yeah. So candies during Christmas time, eh? It's like, oh my gosh. I'm
Well,
complaining that
especially the retro ones that you can't usually buy. Those are so special.
yes, 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 they are. And they have so many. They have a great selection at the Happy Popcorn Co. That's such a great addition to our downtown area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's
And
so many good stores downtown nowadays.
there is, that's a very busy place. But I mean, the whole downtown is looking so much livelier. It's wonderful. And of course, they have the Shop the Block bingo going on right now. Let me just see. I think I have a card here. I still have to register it. But you get your card, and then you shop at all the different stores, and you get a stamp, and then you get chances to win stuff. And then there is a grand prize, win $500 staycation. So
where'd you get your card?
I got mine at Fantasy Realm.
Okay.
But I believe you can pick it up at all the different stores. So just go check out on Facebook. I know I'm sure there's a Facebook page. But can you see them?
Yeah.
Kings and Little Ones, Palmier Jewelers, Echo Trends, Cayuan. There's lots of places that you can pick it up. Truffles. Yeah.
Cool. And they're free, right?
Yeah, they're free. You register them, and then you go and shop and get your little stamps. Another little way of shopping local and supporting local.
There is so much going on this year. Like I love how the city and the downtown. Oh my gosh, I have a blank there.
Downtown BIA.
I love how they've really gone out of their ways to help the small businesses of downtown. Like, it's really happening this year.
Well, the chamber is doing a lot too, which is
Absolutely.
wonderful.
The chamber, the BIA, and even the merchant themselves are kind of pushing it more this year. So it's really nice to see.
And then you've got your bring your own bubble as well, appearing in different places. So you can go shopping with your own bubble and feel very safe. So no, it's there's a lot going on, and a lot of people have pivoted. So
yep, that's great. That's great. Here's your phone.
I can hear it. I buried it.
Here's another purchase registration for you.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I had it with me for the last 2 days, even out at the house. So if I wasn't holding on to something and could access it, then I would take the call. So yesterday, I still have some callers to check up on. So we haven't been ignoring you. It's just I was holding a big piece of 12 by something plywood, and I couldn't quite maneuver the phone at the same time. So.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea.
But it's wonderful that we've had so many calls.
Sheldon, oh, hold on. Hello? Boom! Everything falls.
Hit him in the head.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's an ongoing thing all day. So it's nice that people are really, really calling in.
Good.
And putting their ballots in. So some lucky person's going to win $200 on the 21st.
That'll be fun.
It will.
I love those draws. It's exciting.
We love giving people money and giving things to people and helping people. That's what we do, right, Julia?
Yep, that's what we do. All right. Well, on that note, I think we're going to bid you farewell.
Fare you bid well. What are you drinking in your coffee?
Thought it was plain. So, have a good week.
Enjoy your week and have a super duper day.
And we'll see you next Monday
at 10 a.m.